Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hey there, Heather. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I was wondering if I was representing everyone. Like if you're going to say, how's everyone doing? And Heather, how are you? Like everyone is great.
Heather, how is everyone doing?
I'll let you know in a minute. Apparently, Jolin is rainy.
Oh, rainy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I
We
could
went
handle
through
some
some of that.
rain. I'm telling you
Yeah,
right now.
I bet you could. Oh, there's Mike. Hey, Mike. How are you, sir? Good to see you.
Gotta love Dave. Dave mentioned last week, he said, hi, Heather. Then he
Love
said,
it.
hi, Michael. And I didn't have a chance because I was so
Love
busy with
it.
hosting
Love
last week,
it.
which was an amazing show. I'm just going to say it right now. Thanks everybody for watching. But yes,
I
listening
think,
in from Chicago. Hey,
wow,
hey,
nice. How are you? I don't
welcome.
know that I've ever seen. What
Glad you're
is that
here.
say? Is that say Hurlson or
Sure,
Hurlson? Okay.
sure.
I'm just checking.
Look at that. Hi, Jolin.
Oh,
Yep.
then
See,
hi,
smart.
Mike.
So smart,
They're
right?
figuring it out. They're figuring it
That's
out.
right. That's right.
Love it. That's cool. There
All
you
right.
go.
Just the facts, man says hello from the
Wow.
Colony, Texas, 108 degrees. I am very sorry
Wow.
because I feel your pain. It's also that
Wow.
here. All right, so it's Hurls one. Hurls one.
Oh, Hurls one. Okay.
There you
Hurls
go.
one. Cool.
92 degrees Fahrenheit outside in the shade here. Okay, you're having a heat wave there in Canada. That's painful. That's painful. I feel like all the world is really, really hot right now. Like in the UK, they're having a massive heat wave, and y'all don't have air conditioning, so it's
Oh,
terrible.
yeah.
It's terrible. I get
Yeah.
it. I live in the desert. I fully get it. But you know what? It's
Yeah.
a
You
really
guys don't
bad
have
show if we talk about the weather the whole time. So let's
you guys
not
don't
do.
have air conditioner in Arizona, do you? You don't have air conditioner there.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah.
I'm
I
just kidding.
have. Listen, you
I'm just
can't. I don't know if you can see my little blue light over here. This is. I'm going to be rude for just a minute. I'm going to be
That's
rude
all
for
right.
just a minute. This is my own personal air conditioner. Okay. All right. I'll put it away. All right.
I love it.
Hey, LJ's made it.
Wow.
Hello.
Hello, LJ. How are you?
Glad to see it.
Great
So
to
this is
see
like
you.
game show regular.
Yeah, I see
Shows up
that.
to the Wednesday show. Appreciate you, LJ, for being here.
Nice. That's awesome. Fantastic.
Mike says
Love
he
it.
lives in AC. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
You have to in the summer. So
Is that near BC, British Columbia? AC?
no, no, BC is very far away from AC. So
AC. Okay. What are we talking about today? We are
I have
talking
no
about.
idea.
Oh,
The
oh
weather,
wow.
apparently. Just the weather.
Apparently
Hi,
so.
Andrew.
Wow. Yeah, there you go.
All right, what are we talking about today? Oh, that's right. You did have a topic.
I did. I made something up last second. No, I'm just kidding. YouTube monetization. I'm talking about
Hey, this is
not
good.
all, but lots of them. Yes.
Listen,
Okay. Go
this
ahead.
is
Wow.
good because it's a Google product. And last week we had a whole bunch of you Google product experts on,
Experts.
and
True.
there were a couple of them that know a little bit about YouTube, eh?
A little
So
bit.
just a
Yeah.
smidgen. So
Uh-huh.
so this is a good topic to have for today. So I'll let you take it away.
Okay. And I think, and feel free to, you know, as you always do, put it in the comments if they're pertinent or whatever, or even if they're not, that's fine. I can answer
Yeah,
stuff
even if they're
as we
not. Hi,
go.
Bob. Yep.
Yep. And also we can talk about all the different things. That's really what I want to do. I just wanted to say, I said, Heather, maybe people don't know about all these or what they are or what they mean. So I just
Well, and
wanted to
there's
kind of
some new
share that.
things too. So there's some new things. So it's a good thing that you're talking about YouTube monetization. So we're talking about not just the ads that play on screen whenever you're watching a YouTube video, right? You're not just talking
Correct.
about that.
Yeah, actually, I'm actually not even talking about that part of
Exactly.
it. I'm actually going into a different way and showing you ways that you can support people. Oh, there you go. Actually works. It's a mystery to me. Oh, well, see, you need to become a member, LJ. You can learn
That's
all
right.
kinds of stuff about that. But anyway, the first thing I'm going to talk about is super thanks. Okay. So like I said, I'm just going to go through different things and show you some of the different things of ways to monetize your channel. And we can explain further. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say there is like a help section that can tell you all the ways that you are like need to qualify to be able to do these. So the
Exactly.
assumption is if your
Great
channel
point.
is qualified for monetization, then these things we're talking about today are available to you. If they're not,
Mhm.
there are ways that you can actually help others you might not even be aware of. So that's what we're talking about.
But also, I'm going to show you some of these. The qualifications are, you don't necessarily have to be monetized in order to get some of these features, which
Okay.
is kind of cool. But you
That's
do have to be
interesting.
at certain levels. And what I mean by
Okay.
levels, like certain number of subscribers or certain
Watch
number of
time.
views. Yeah, watch
Yeah.
time, exactly
Mhm.
that kind of thing.
Okay.
So
Got it.
all of them are different, but I'm going to show you today where you can find the answers to those questions and which ones and what they have. I'm not going to go into detail. Oh, this one has to have 1,000 hours and this and da 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 da. I'm not going to go into details. I'm just going to show you where you can find that. And then
Awesome.
after the video, I will put link down there where you can do it. Mine has been monetized for the past 5 years. Awesome. That is fantastic.
Very cool.
I need to go watch his channel and find out a little bit more about this young man that keeps joining us. Seems like week to week. I mean, even in game night, I see him. All right, so let's go right to super thanks. We'll talk about the super thanks first. I'm going to go and share my screen. Hey, Katie. So this is super thanks. Here is that YouTube channel that I told you where you can go and find out what you need. And as it says here, it says formerly known as the applause, the viewer applause, and super thanks and what it is and what it's for. But this one is a great one. I think that they've added. And the reason I say that I think it's a great one is, and if you were to turn on this video, click the video right here, this is what it's going to show you. And it walks you through all the process. And it tells you what, why, how to send a super thanks. This is for a video, for example, that is, I'm going to go right here. Like this is mine right here. This is my one on Duo. This is a video that I did on Duo and explaining Duo. Down at the bottom here, if you look, I'm going to pull it up. You can kind of see down at the bottom the thanks. I'm going to point a little bit of arrow there. That's a super thanks. You can, if you love the video, you don't necessarily want to subscribe to the person or you don't want to do whatever, all that kind of stuff. You don't have to. You just want to give them, hey, listen, that was so worth it. That was awesome. I'm going to send you $2 or $3 or $5. It's a way to say thank you for that particular video, which I think is really super cool. Yeah. Really super cool. I mean, you don't have to thank it. You don't have to become a member. You don't have to do subscribe to the channel, any of that stuff, but you want to just thank somebody and give them a little something for the creator that created it and went through the trouble. Really quite cool.
So okay, so here's, there's a comment here from Katie. She says, isn't a super chat used when the stream is being watched after it was live? Actually, super chats happen while it's live. The thanks is on any uploaded video.
Yep.
As long as the YouTuber has turned those on.
What a great segue, because I'm going into next super chat. Super chat and super stickers for live chat. And it says it right here, live chat right there. So this is during the live. Super thanks are for when the video is already created, done, and sitting there, and it's whatever one that's just you go and look at. Super chats and super stickers are for the live. So if you wanted to learn a little bit about the live, there's a great video that that YouTube has done right here, and it shows you what it looks like. It kind of shows you how it goes through and how they get all that kind of stuff. And again, I showed you where you can go on the YouTube Help Center that we learned about last week with the community and the Help Center part, and learn about that and learn more about that. And it gives you eligibility. It says learn more about the eligibility. Click on that link. Like I said, I'm not going into detail on that, but that's what it does. And then that helps you support someone with a super chat during the show, that kind of thing. And it does a great job at explaining that kind of stuff. Next is memberships. Okay, we're going to talk about channel memberships. This is a fairly new feature that has gone out to a lot of people. It's kind of what Heather, you and I were talking about, not having to have a predetermined amount of subscribers, etc., and all that kind of stuff. So it's really kind of cool that we have that and that ability to do memberships and to set up and join your favorite channel. And this is we have members out there right now. You may see a comment on one of the members over in the chat right now, and it signifies whether somebody's a member or not on their actual post in the community, in the live stream. You can see when you get those symbols on there what that means and what they're doing.
So here, let me show. Donna has shown up. So there, that little symbol in the circle there, that's the membership symbol, right?
Yep.
And so everyone who has one of those next to their name is actually a member of the community.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. That's exactly right. So
LJ said her husband heard your voice and thinks it's Friday.
There you go.
I wish it was Friday, but it's Wednesday.
So learn about that. Learn about the eligibility, the minimum requirements, all that kind of stuff. All this stuff is right here on this Help Center YouTube section. It's awesome. It's great. And you can learn about memberships at the different levels. You can have different levels of memberships to buy in, that kind of stuff. And it does some really cool videos talking about it and explaining it very simply, explaining how to use that and maybe apply that to your personal wish to have on that. So like to join. Okay. So to join, I'm going to take you over to, this is one of my videos that I did on same one on Duo. I showed you already the super thanks, which was right down here. If you see, the super thanks is right here, but then we have a join button down the button where you can join. Oh, look at there. Somebody gave.
Well, I did it because I was trying to test it. Okay. This wasn't to bring anything to myself here, but I was trying to test it. It took me forever. So I'm sorry that it didn't happen while you're talking about it, but this was a super chat during a live stream.
So, this is the super chat that she's talking about. Yes, there you go. So that's during the live process.
I was trying to do a super chat, a super sticker. It just didn't go.
Try to do something. There you go. So
it's
the
very
membership,
simple, everyone. It's very simple to do.
That's right. So what's really cool about the memberships, though, and joining as a member, if you want to support a channel and you want to give something each month, this is a great way to do that. Become a member of that channel. You can do it just to support them. You know what I'm saying? And you may get certain benefits and that kind of stuff. The lowest level, like our lowest level, we give one tip at the beginning of the week. And then after that, it's pretty much just, there might be some behind the scenes stuff that I might do for those members as well. That's pretty much what you get. And then the next level, we start to add more stuff to it. We do a daily tip that we do and etc.
Now hold on.
Sure.
You are mentioning what your channel member benefits are, not necessarily what member benefits are across the board all that you join. So each YouTube creator sets up their own membership levels and amounts and rankings and
which I love
rewards.
That.
So it's like the YouTube creator gets to decide what their community is going to receive, which is really a neat concept. So I just want to make sure that's clear to everybody watching.
Yep. So it's really cool. So membership. So when you look for, and that's the join button that I talked about on this one. Yeah. Down at the bottom, you can see the join button down here. That is that one. And then you have most recently that they just came out with is shopping. So they have a thing. Yes. So you can add, if you have, like we have a store with Spring. There's 3 companies right now. I think there's 3 companies that they have on there, but this is how you get started, and you can add your merch, and it is they changed the requirements. So eligibility and requirements, I'm actually eligible now, which I couldn't believe it.
We weren't there just a few months ago. So that is awesome, Michael.
They required 10,000 subscribers, and you can see right here, this is on my channel, Monetization. I have shopping now, and I can add shopping to add a shelf to where you can buy certain things.
So,
Oh, here.
so is it there?
There we go.
Oh,
There's a super
oh, oh.
chat.
Yeah, there is
There
a
we
super
go.
chat. There it is. There it popped into my
Look at
thing
there.
there.
There we go.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Geeks on Tour. Appreciate you guys. They're out
Yes.
on their bikes right now, so out on the bikes, spending cash.
Okay.
Guys,
Okay.
be safe. Be safe, guys. Eyes on the
Yeah.
road. Eyes on the road. Okay.
It's on the road. That's right. So yeah, so you asked me a question, I think right before that, did you? Oh, so shopping. Yeah.
So
Okay.
so I could actually go to I could actually be able to see this on your, or it's not turned on yet. You don't have it turned on yet.
it's not turned on. Well, there's some
Oh
idiosyncracies
my
that I'm
gosh.
working out that I don't want to talk
The
about.
two of them, they both did it. So Jim
They
did it
both.
and then Chris did it, just so you know. Just want to make
Nice.
sure we put them up there. Thank you
Oh,
guys
look
so
at
much.
there.
There it
Look at
is.
there.
I was
Awesome.
afraid it canceled each other out or something. So
Thank you. Appreciate that. That's so awesome of
that's
you.
so cool.
Yep, it is. Love it. Love it. Anyway, so yeah, so here's the deal. We have here, I mean, I can say this on there if you want to. Tinker and Tech has their own spring and through that Gmail, whatever. So it puts it on, it sends that merch channel to Tinker with Tech versus Michael Daniels. So we'd have to change spring the way it's set up and all that stuff. Yeah. So that's a whole different thing. And we can talk about that and chat about that later. But of course,
that's all I'm thinking about now. I should come back to the show. Sorry. All right. We'll fix it.
It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. So yeah, so those are just some of the ways. Now, as far as monetization, if you want to just monetize your channel,
yes,
just your channel, etc.
There is
ad
revenue
for that. Yes,
receive ad revenue. That should probably be the way to do that. But
talk about that a little bit, because you know a little bit about ad revenue. What is that? So that means like when somebody
when a video,
when
a video is being watched, there are ads being played. So any video that is over, I believe it's 8 minutes or something, there are ads associated with that. Now, if you have YouTube Premium, you pay YouTube a monthly service every month to be able to watch ad-free. You may not recognize that there are any ads because you're watching ad-free. But when a person who has monetization on their video, those ads are being watched, or a person with YouTube Premium is watching and receiving ad-free viewing, you get a small bit of revenue from that view. And to be fair, it takes thousands of views to receive a significant amount of like revenue, right? So you get pennies for thousands of views, then you get, a few more pennies for a few more thousand views, et cetera, et cetera. And then AdSense, you have to have an AdSense account, and you get paid through AdSense, and they pay out at a $100 threshold. So that includes your super chats. That includes those super stickers. That includes those thanks. All of those things that we just talked about are included in your AdSense payment. So if someone were to give Michael $100 right now, I'm not saying do that, but if you were, then he would obviously meet the threshold requirement at the end of the next month. I think it's the middle of the next month. He would then get a payout that would have all the money that had accumulated in that account. Now, you do not only have to make those monetization levels, you do not like, you have to also maintain those levels. So if you stop producing videos, then eventually your video viewership goes down and you go below a certain amount, and then they send you an email. And I can tell you this personally. They send you an email that says, you have about 30 days, and then we're going to remove your monetization. But the good news is that if you're just taking a break, you can always reapply as long as you qualify again. So yeah.
Yep, that's it, man. I'm telling you, that was great. That was better than I could have done, probably. No,
I don't know about that.
No, but you know what? It's really, that's what's really cool, though. It's really nice, and the ability to have those. And look, if you're doing this to get rich, it's probably not the answer for you.
No,
But
even the big YouTubers will tell you they have many irons
other,
in the fire. That
mhm,
ad revenue is not their mainstream
mhm,
amount of income. It's gravy, really.
mhm,
You utilize this platform as a way to get your name out there and sell your product, or to tell people about what you do so that they can then come and hire you to do those things like that. That's
mhm.
what this, I wouldn't say this platform is for, but that's one way to utilize it. And
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. I think it's a great way to reward people that are putting content out there to try and help people. I mean, there's how many
exactly.
times do you go and you say, I'm going to go YouTube that? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because I'm going to try and find out how to fix my vacuum or whatever it is, or change the
Yeah.
filter on this thing or whatever it is. And so those guys that took the time to create that video and did a really good job at it, this is a way to reward them, is the way I look at it.
Yeah.
And if they consistently do this on a different level with different things, if they're giving you some great information, and you're like, if you listen, a good example is if you're a teacher, or if
Mm.
you're, and there's some great teacher resources in using the Google products. And I hope I didn't set everybody's device off, because usually we say G and I forgot to do it this time. So, but you want to support those people, and you can catch them live, and maybe you can give them a super chat, but maybe they don't go live as much, but you want to support them because they're really giving you the answers you want, and you just want to send them a quick thanks. Some people don't turn that stuff on. That's the other
That's
thing
true.
too. You may look at some channels and says, I can't send a super thanks. He doesn't have it turned on. That's fine too. They might have other resources, or maybe that's not what they're in it for. They're just putting it out there to put content out there to help people that way. So there's a lot of different things
I
and
like
approaches.
what you said when you
Mhm,
mentioned that, like, if you really like this video, but you don't necessarily want to subscribe to the person. And I think that's a great example of, like, I needed help with a fan, and I
mhm,
looked up, how to fix this fan, and then there was this video, but I do not want to subscribe to that dude's videos. No offense to
mhm,
him, but I just have no reason to
mhm,
subscribe. But there was no way for me to say thank you to him, eh,
mhm.
other than to subscribe back in the day. Now I can actually send him a thanks, and it's perfect. You can even write a
I
message,
love
which is
that
really
part
cool.
of it. I love that part
Yeah,
of it. I really do. I think it's awesome.
that's a great plan.
There's, yep. I just think I love that they've added this. I like the way they're thinking. On the memberships, I didn't even get into the details of the memberships, because I talked to the community about this, and we have conversations about this in our backstage passes and after our tips and things like that. One of the coolest things that they've done is they've actually allowed me, I did this in my last episode. I gave out I was able to pay. I didn't
Mm,
have to sign up to my account. I didn't have to become a member. I was able to push out and buy 5 memberships free, so people could join and become a member just to
mhm.
see what it's about and try it out. I love that they're really thinking through some of this stuff.
So it's called gifting, right? You were able to
Yeah.
gift. You were able to
Mm-hmm.
gift the channel membership, which,
Mm-hmm.
the way that we structured it was that each one of the membership levels has a name, and we call one of them specifically the community.
Right.
So it's the
Tinker with
community
that
level.
community.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make sure everybody understands that there's
That's a
not a
great point.
community for everybody who has memberships.
Yeah,
That's just
that's
one of
right.
the things that we did. So hopefully that makes sense to everybody. But yeah, lots of fun. So just the facts
Mm,
says, be careful on copyright strikes, but you can receive a copyright claim and share the revenue with the artist. However, it may be muted in some countries. So yeah, the copyright is a whole. We actually did a whole show on copyright
we did.
in
We
back
did.
in the day, but there are some things that happen differently with revenue, and certain. It all depends on how they claimed it, and if they allow you to
Mm-hmm.
share the revenue, or if they
That's right.
remove it, or if you have to mute it. There's lots of different things, but that's a whole different show.
It is for sure. Yeah, there's so much that's involved to that. And yeah, you have to be careful on anything My
that
biggest
isn't
thing is
yours.
that
If
we're,
it's not
yeah,
yours, be careful. Like, just don't use it. That's the best way to do
yeah,
it.
yep, yep. But like I said, my biggest thing is that if you do want to help and support somebody, they're giving us opportunities to do exactly that, which is awesome. I think it's great that they're doing that kind of stuff. So
I agree.
yep.
Hey, do you
All
have
righty.
a game show this week?
I will have a game show this week. I'm planning on it anyway.
Okay, because I don't know if the audience knows this or not, and he's going to get mad at me, and I don't really care. But yesterday was his birthday, and
Oh,
the man does not show up for a tip, where I know all of his community members would have loved to have said happy birthday to him yesterday. But I mean, whatever, he's out celebrating. I guess he's allowed. So I was hoping that you were having a game show Friday night where we could celebrate your birthday. That would be pretty awesome if we do.
I'm totally fine. Whatever. Yes, I
I
will be
waited
doing
till
a
you
game
said
show.
yes. I did wait till you said yes to make sure that I was talking about that. But happy birthday, Michael. Exactly right.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you kindly. Yep.
And you are allowed. Jolyn said you're allowed to take the time off.
I hear you.
Whatever.
Yeah, I
We're
guess.
gonna celebrate. That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
All right. Well, we're at that time. I just wanted, like I said, I wanted to go over some of the stuff and just share with people just some of the process and where we go through. Yeah. Now we have to wait till next year to sing. Yeah, Mike, you can sing if you want. I'm not going to listen though. I'm going to turn the sound down if that's all right. I'm just kidding.
Aw, he's going to be at a concert, so he won't be able to be there. Well, that's all right.
Oh, there you go.
You can always watch and replay. It's a great thing about YouTube, right?
That is true. That is true. Yes.
Okay, so for those of you who are members of the Tinkering with Tech community, we will be joining backstage where we'll talk even more in depth about monetization and any questions you might have about the YouTube stickers and all of that fun stuff that we just talked about. If you are not yet a member, it's real easy. All you have to do is hit that join button, but make sure you join at the community level.
Yes. Yep.
And once you join at that community level, then you gain access to
Backstage
the
Pass
and being able to be in part of the Backstage Pass. So
absolutely. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. I'm going to send the link out to them. Is that okay? This is
perfect.
Going out to our Backstage Pass members. I'm sending that out right now.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support. Thank you. And give a super thanks to somebody you like. Okay. Be sure and do that. And any support you can give out there, give it. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye all.